I think most people would love to save money when buying anything. Apple has released some new shiny phones, and people are now deciding if they should upgrade to these new iPhones. But the question is, how can you pay less for your next iPhone? Now, wouldn't that be great if someone could just tell you that answer in one sentence? Let's be honest, that would be complete BS. Let me explain. Now, right off the bat, yes, there's a bunch of questions that need to be asked, but I think an example would be faster. I absolutely love examples. So, let me help move this along. It's story time. Now, my wife is currently using the iPhone X. She took this from me after I upgraded to the XS Max, so it's got 256 gigs of storage right off the bat, more than she probably needs. But the most important thing my wife cares about is, does the phone just work? Then the camera and battery. Now, if the phone has any issues, which admittedly is few and far between, so that's pretty good, it's usually fixed with a simple restart. Now, besides that, she's extremely happy with the phone. I even asked her if she wanted to upgrade to the iPhone 13 this year, because admittedly, she does like the photo results that I got from the 12 Pro and the whole line last year. Her response? How much? Well, $799. Nope, too much. I'm happy with the phone that I have. That's a lot of money. Oh, okay. Well, they do have the iPhone 12, 128 gig for $749. No, too much. No, I'm good. Okay, fine. The iPhone 11, 128 gig for $549. Well, how's the camera? There she goes, right to the camera. Well, it's better on the 11 than what you have, and the 12 is a little better than the 11, but you probably won't even notice the difference. iPhone 11 it is. So, boom. Potential upgrade. Much improved experience, better camera, better battery, for $250 less. Happy wife, happy life. A lot of you will learn it. By the way, which phone are you using right now? Go ahead and leave a comment down below. Now let's take an example that might be you. This isn't gonna take long, I promise. My buddy Michael Fire Jr. currently also has an iPhone X. Now, the life of this phone has not been the same. The battery's wrecked, he can only take calls on speakerphone, and the audio on those speakers absolutely sucks. Now, to be fair, he has used his phone for a couple years now live streaming outside in all types of weather. True story. I think the most important thing to him is price. He's cheap AF. I mean, the phone is trash, yet he still rolls with it. He should have upgraded when the 11s came out. However, he claims to me that battery is number one, and the focus of his channel has changed a lot since the live streaming days. Now, he's on his phone most of the day, writing scripts, working with his editor, chatting with me, and doing emails. At least he admitted price was number two on the most important thing, followed by storage size and camera. Now, I would say also he could save a few bucks and get the iPhone 11, even upgrade to that same 128 gigs of storage for $549 through Apple. This gives him some great battery life and saves him that $250. So when it comes to your personal situation, you need to decide what the most important thing is for you, if you're planning to upgrade. So how old is your phone? Do you have something older than my example? That's where you gotta start. Some of the most popular things people care about when looking at phones is price, battery, camera, storage, and of course phone and screen size. I kind of lumped those two together. All of this together will determine whether or not you have a good or bad experience. If the battery sucks and you're constantly charging, if the phone is slow, you might need more storage, or something worse could be wrong. You get the point. Another thing that comes from my experience is most people do not need to upgrade to the latest and greatest phone. You don't need the iPhone 13, especially if price is towards the top of your list. Even if it isn't, who doesn't want to save a few bucks? My wife is the perfect example. She would be more than happy with the iPhone 11 and never look back. The features on 2 to 3 year old phones have not gotten worse, and they won't for a while. Sure, if you constantly see people comparing things you may or may not care about on their new phone, you might have FOMO. Just think about how much you saved and what you really use your phone for. What is your 1 to 5 list when deciding on a phone? Arrange these from most important to least important in the comment section below, It'll actually help me out for future videos as well. The iPhone 11 lineup is still a super impressive product. Just because Apple doesn't have the 11 Pro or the Pro Max doesn't mean you can't get them. Just make sure you check your cell provider. Now, I don't know what deals they may or may not have, or if you could find them for a cheaper price. Just make sure that you get the storage you need and not get sidetracked just because they're offering you a low price. Now, I wouldn't be helping if I didn't also mention some places could offer iPhone 13s for free if you have an old phone that is considered eligible. But the other side of that is signing up for a 2 to 3 year service deal, and that could come back to bite you if you have any issues with the company. Now, I'm personally not a fan of doing that, but sometimes it offers you a great deal up front and saves you a bunch of money on the phone that you don't have to pay out. Now, if you're feeling ambitious, there is another option that I've done in the past, which is sell your phones privately. I like to use a site called swappa.com, which allows me to list my phones, then they'll take $25 off the sale, which definitely helps with all the problems of selling privately. Now, of course, I currently have my unlocked iPhone 12 Pro Max, 256 gig. It's been in a case and had a screen protector on it since day one. So I could list this as mint, and the prices on the site are going anywhere from $800 to $1,000. Now, I know some people wouldn't feel comfortable selling online, and I totally get that. Honestly, I wouldn't tell someone to sell their 12 Pro Max anyway if they bought it outright last year like I did. The phone still is an absolute beast and would be for quite a few more years. Heck, I still have my iPhone 11 Pro Max 256 gigs that I could probably sell from anywhere from $500 to $700 on there. So if you want to see what's going on with the iPhone 13s if you're thinking about upgrading, go ahead and get some real info and check out my last video right here. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on notification bell so you don't miss my upcoming iPhone 13 videos. You all take it easy and have a great day.